And thank you all for substantiating your devotional practice by belonging to a Sangha and to tapping in, twice a week in practice, because practice is the medicine for spiritual emotion, for emotional, physical, and mental. I'm going to just start using the word distress. So what does that mean? We're in tapas, we're in the fire today. So we're in the fire, we had the light, we have the awareness, we're in the wake up. We're also in the active part of living. I take action, I move things, I'm built to move. I'm in the business of transformation. And that's why you're doing yoga, because yoga is the business of transformation. End of conversation. So distress, let's just say that it's not trauma. Let's say it's not anxiety. Let's say we're going to move beyond the walls of pathological minimizing of the potentiality in depression, the potentiality in anxiety, the potentiality in trauma. So basically, trauma teaches you how to take risks. That's what trauma does. You got to stand back up and try again. And that's what that exercise is. So if you were fortunate enough to have a bunch of trauma, what they're calling it, you're good at standing up, right? You're resilient. So that's your badge. So distress, which is what we're working with in this class this morning, in the fire, in Manipura, in the ability to take another breath, in the ability to recognize that you are connected to all that is, in the responsibility that you have to eat, sleep, drink to fortify this vessel so that you can take action. So that's tapas. Tapas is, what do you want? The fire. We got all the lights on. Keep the fire going. The embers are very important. So this will be for the month of December. Our yoga classes will be about action and vitality and standing back up on Fridays. And on Wednesdays, the restorative class will be about cooling the fire, about taking those embers, taking them into your internal space, your consciousness, your mind, and observing and thawing denial and unraveling knots and harmonizing your whole being connected to all that is. So we're going to do a nice yin on Wednesday nights from 6, whatever, Wednesdays. And Friday morning, we wake up, we make the fire, we build the fire, we see what we run into when we're working with the fire. So be ready for that. Distress. So when you got stuff that hits you and you're like, yeah, that's distress. This is discomfort. This is all the disses. That means that you're able to name that I'm under-resourced. One thing, I'm under-resourced. Your job is to know your tendencies and go, I didn't have any water today. I didn't eat breakfast today. I had a 5-hour-long conversation with that difficult person. Now I'm completely under-resourced. What's your job? Find a resource. How do you resource yourself? That's December. And you get the treats of going back into your family and maybe, being in the Sangha of all the kinds of beings and figuring out what are your resources. And that's your job. Nobody else can resource you. And then put yourself in environments that resource and nourish you. That's our only job here. You to take care of your resources. That might mean making gardens. That might mean changing your diet. Might mean more sleep, less sleep. might mean a totally new friend group, might mean more yoga. Ultimately, it always means more spiritual practice. And I'm not talking about God. More spiritual practice, like all the evolved scientists, Bruce Lipton, Rupert Sheldrake, Terence McKenna, all those people that went in and discovered Albert Einstein, Jung, they all ended up in spiritual practice, in the basement, receiving transmissions. What's next? So you're lucky. You're sitting here this morning. You already know. You're already there. So start. Get ahead of the game. Start. How many times a day do you say, "Am I in my heart? Am I receiving instructions, or am I stuck in my tendencies?" The energy body and the universe is really. We are being downloaded with so many light codes that make it comfortable to move towards spiritual practice. That's so lucky, right? You've got 4 other people here with you this morning going, yeah, good idea. Here we are. Let's do it. That's so lucky. You don't have somebody ready to off you because, you're believing the wrong thing. We're so lucky. So my vote is, let's go for it. Okay. So that's tapas. That's the fire. Tapas is a niyama in yoga. And this word of discipline is thrown around. I don't like that because that's a real kind of lined up, march in a line, do what we say. Push yourself down. Everything has to be regulated and normal. Like that really means I can't think for myself many times. So we're not going to use discipline, but I'm going to go ahead and invite the bell and then start our yoga practice with some inquiry here this morning. So the bell is made of 7 sacred metals. It was crafted by person that's in years and years of spiritual practice. So I'm immediately being imprinted by the practice of this person who made this bell somewhere in the Himalayas, and all his teachers, all their teachers. I can see the hammer marks because I slowed down and I opened and the lights are on. So I'm going to share this with you, and now you're imprinted. So we can begin all of our moments with a sacred stability of practice. So after we ring the bell, we can say, thank you, dear Sangha. Thank you to the Dharma, to all the opportunities I have to learn today, all of life's lessons, which are sacred. And thank you to the Buddha nature or the Christ consciousness or the divinity in all of us, that I am informed from the resonance of the divine of my spiritual practice. So the Sangha, the Dharma, and in Buddhism we say the Buddha or the big teacher, the one who is teaching. The Sangha, the community, the lessons we get to learn together, realizing everything is an opportunity. And the Buddha, the resonance of the light, the goodness of us all. Great. All right, we're almost done with Nina talking. So in tapas, the use of tapas is to become clear about what one wants and guide energy towards that. Your whole life, what do I want? To look at the fuel being taken in and how that energy creates action. I eat, I drink, I learn in order to take an action, to participate. I make agreements about how much time is spent on electronics. And right, that's a big thing for all of us. I make agreements to get on my yoga mat at the same time every day as if I can, and to use the practice of concentration and breathing to create a single pointedness of mind to stay focused. So that's the usefulness of tapas. All right, my friends. So it's good to look at the intelligence of yoga. Tapas. So let's awaken the body. You can rub your hands together. This is the life force of the body. You can feel it has a warm aspect, doesn't it? It has some fire. So warm hands and feet is a sign of health. And if that's not happening, massage your hands and feet. Change thumbs on top for the brain. Right brain, left brain, right brain, left brain, right brain, left brain, right brain, left brain. And the spaces in between the fingers are very important acupuncture points, energy points in the map of the body. The fingers are also connected to the planets. Good. And then you can rub your feet, say good morning to your feet, pay attention. Whatever the consciousness is from your heart connected to your feet, that's going to imprint your feet with love. Thank you, dear feet. And you can go ahead this morning and go into the spaces in between the toes. We don't go there very often, perhaps. And then unglob your heel. This is the very important place that needs to be free in the body, proprioceptively dynamic. And then open the spaces on the top of the foot. And be gentle and tender, appreciative. Good. And then ankle circles, your big toe is your brain toe, connects to the space in the brain right behind your ear. Critical thinking. So notice how you're handling your big toe. Good. And then we want to be sponging. We want all the tissue to be spongeable, even the bones. Start at your lower legs, sponging the bones, the flesh, the lymph. Say good morning to your knees. They're important big chakras that move us, especially the back of your knee. Your upper leg. Good. Your glutes. Notice if anything feels hard or stuck. And then your sacrum. And then rub around your navel 5 times. Send your love down into your digestive system. Thank you all for working so well. And this is the current. Up on the right, across the transverse colon, and down on the left. Good job. Let's go ahead and free the sternum. It's a big lymph territory across your collarbone. And there's a big lymph gland right here where the bones end. So if that feels stagnant and a little bit bunched up there, just massage, sponge that area a little bit. There's a lot of emotion that gets stuck here in the diaphragm and in that lymph. Okay, and then let's just massage the collarbone if you like. I just like to bring my shoulders up, tuck my fingers behind my collarbone, drop my head down, and then just take a couple breaths. Good. Go to your neck. You can brush up or down, whatever you like, all the way around your neck. Lots of lymph in the neck. Again, we know this, so let's do it in the jaw, the lymph in the jaw. I've got a thumb under. Good. Under your cheekbones. Do this every time you go into the bathroom and brush your teeth or something. Go around the eyes, all the way around the eyes. Gentle. I am beautiful. I am love. I see beauty. I see love. And then break that tension out of the forehead. Good. While we're up here, let's go ahead and loosen your shoulder blades off your back. Remember that your arms, when you use them in practice this morning, they're connected to your whole back, not just a shoulder. You're not a machine. Open the arm, if you like, way behind you, your grief point, empty that out. You can look away and down, let the eyeballs look sideways, out the opposite side. Open your wing, unglob your shoulder, open your ribs, breathe large into the ribs. Breathing in love, breathing out love. Bring, give yourself a hug, 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 hug. That arm comes around, hugging yourself. Keep that arm on top, go Mukhasana. Up. Now you can bow down. If you like, open your back heart, open your back lungs, open your kidneys. Come up, chin on your chest, reach up, 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 lengthen your arms. Look at the tips of your fingers. Extend, extend, and then brush the edges of the aura into the light. Clear the weather for the light. Down. Right, stretch your fingers out. Long arms, fully extended. Good. Other side. Yeah. Each other wing back. Open your grief point here. Open your armpit. You can look away outside of your eye. Thumb opens, and you can expect the wing to become freer and freer. Bigger breathing. More creatures to scoop up and give hugs to. More realization, more light. Good job. That comes around on top of the other one and hugs, hugs, hugs. Freeing up your neck as well. Open your back. That arm stays on top, on top, on top. Go Mukhasana. Reach your arms up and bow. Open your back heart, open your back lungs, open your kidneys. Coming up, up, up. Unwind. Fingers together. Lengthen your arms with all that strength. It takes a lot of strength to lengthen your arms fully. It's a heart gesture completely. That's all of me. And then I brush my aura clean. Here I am. Here I am, completely extended. My complete expression. Good job. Nice. Other foot. Other foot. Rub, rub, rub. And I'll get to that shoulder blade in a second. Free your heel. Go in the spaces between the toes. Sending love into the foot, tenderness, gentle kindness. Maybe you can have a project, go through your shoes in December, and any shoes that are really not supportive of your feet, loving on your feet. Just look at, if you wear ridiculous shoes, just ask yourself, why would I wear something that hurts me? And it's, we can have fun too. Circle your ankle. Stilettos, high heels is a culture of propping women up on their feet so they can't move. Their asses get poked out and they become completely disempowered when they wear stilettos. So you gotta, for once, look at the game that you're in when you opt to take on that archetype, and that's fine. You can do what you want. I don't have judgment about it, but you got to know what the agreements are around particular archetypal kinds of costumes. And if you want to play the what's her name, rabbit game, where men think that you're prey and you can't run away, and that's why you dress like that. Just pay attention. What's going on? Okay, that shoulder blade that we just worked with, this one over here, get it off of your back. So we go from the low body to the upper body. Free that arm. Make sure when you're using your arms today, that it comes from the whole back. All the way. If you use your arms like that, you will completely empty out the tension that creates low back pain. You won't have problems anymore because you're realizing that when you move from a whole person, a whole body, a whole personality. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and come to all fours. Make sure you're comfortable. If you need support under your knees, do that. And here's our sacred geometry. Everything is geometry. Everything is geometry. Every relationship, you're working with the harmonics. Let's go ahead and tuck your toes under back there. Let's find the whole spine, head to tail, because that's what a spine is. So head to tail, let's push. So you push off your hands. So don't, 99% of us, when we see an instruction, we do the disembodied version of it. Oh, Nina's just going back and forth. Okay, I know how to do that. I'm not just going, I'm participating. My arms are pushing to go back and my feet are pushing to go forward. And I have to tell myself the truth. Am I really pushing from my legs? Am I really pushing from my arms? Am I getting the most out of participating in arms, feet, arms? It's a completely different heart space. Here I am this morning, pushing, participating in what's happening to me. I've got stilettos on, and I know what's happening. I know what game I'm in. You can inhale as you come forward, exhale as you go back. Let's do 5 more. This is a tapas practice. You pick something, it's called Kriya, and you do a repetition of it, and it cleans up your nervous system, your body, any gunk, and rest. So we talked about what's child's pose. Try to bring your knees together so you can open the back of the pelvis, gather your organs, and everything gets tucked into the nest back here to rest deeply. Roll your thighs in. In yoga, your thighs are always rolling in from the inside groin. You're cueing the psoas to pull everything towards your center, towards the original beginning of everything. The crystalline stream of light always flowing down the center of your spine. Everything's pouring into that river of light. Takes a lot of paying attention. Inhale, reach your fingers out and long from your whole back. Come to all fours. And let's go ahead and extend this. So I'm gonna inhale, drop my pelvis forward. I'm in my loving kindness practice. Roll your thighs in. Exhale down. Elbows in towards the midline. Inhale up. Exhale back onto my haunches. Move your hands back. Inhale up. Exhale down 5 times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Push with your hands. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Many of the movements that we do in this class don't look recognizable in fancy yoga. That's fine. Inhale, release your feet. Exhale, rest down for 1 breath. So this is functional yoga, primal yoga. Inhale, come up to all fours. Dive yourself up to the sky. Roll your thighs in. Exhale, lay down. Inhale, go up. Thighs rolled in. Exhale, back. Move your hands back, tuck your toes under. Inhale up. Exhale down. Toning your pelvic floor. This is the main part of yoga practice is your pelvic floor, your perineum, your container. 1 more time up. Strong legs. Inhale, release your feet. Exhale, rest and breath. Last step. Inhale, come up. Look up, roll your thighs in, toes touch, up. Exhale down. Notice how juicy you are, getting deeply organized. Inhale up. Exhale back, hands back, tuck your toes under. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Good. Exhale down. Use your pelvic floor. Those are your pooping muscles, your push-out baby muscles, toning the deepest parts of yourself that can get stagnant. This time we're going to make a down dog. Try to get your heels down without locking your knees. Move your hands if you need to adjust. 5 breaths up here, please. 1. Do not leave the exhale until you've finished it in a low belly. Squeeze it out and then receive the inhale. Look over your neck. Walk your feet towards your hands and keep pouring your weight forward. Soften your knees so your belly touches your thighs. Let go of your intestines. Stand on the inside section of the foot. Inner heel down. Stand on your feet as if you were intentionally growing a taproot down into the earth. And now you retreat. And now you retreat. Look over shoulders. Root in order to stand up. You have to go down to come up. Chin on the chest. Down to come up. Down to come up. Down to come up. Down to come up. Take your time. Good. Stand on the front of the mat. I need a Hollywood movie set and get all the camera people ready to go for morning yoga practice, obviously. You all know the same thing. Okay. The right foot goes under your right brain, your left foot goes under your left brain. I'm awake. This is my practice. This is my geometry. Hands down, right, left, roll the thighs in, midline, stream of light. Stream of light. That means my head is here, not here. Hang yourself from the heavens. Let go. Exhale down through your feet. Here I am. Inhale, wings up. Fully extended. Exhale down your stream of light. All the way down, stay in the front space. Go back up. Push down to come up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Put your fingers lined up with your toes. Spin your thighs in while you're down here. Don't let them go out to come up. Push down to come up. One thing. Don't let go of your thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Thighs spinning in. Thighs spinning in. Thighs spinning in. Fingers by toes. Pick up your right foot. Stand on your left leg. What's that like? Pretty trippy. Your fingers and your toes are on the same line. Spin your thighs in. Pelvic floor. Don't send your butt back. Send your foot back to step. Keep your butt over your standing leg. Right, these are all, this yoga class is not like going to the gym and taking yoga. You're going to get some very deep geometric principles for you personally. Gather your guts. Extend your head off your spine. Don't do weird things with your head. Spin your thighs in. Exhale, knees down, one breath. Inhale all fours. Exhale, lie forward. Exhale down. Inhale, look up. Exhale back, move your hands back, make your down dog. Heels down. Spin your thighs in. Strong pelvic floor. Extend your arms just like you do in Uttanasana. Long, 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 long arms. Let go of your head, let go of your thinking. Inhale, up on the balls of your feet. And you can either walk forward or bring your right knee wherever you're at. Step forward, put your back knee down into a lunge. So your left knee is back. Go ahead and come up to your square lunge all the way up. Extend your arms fully from your pelvis. Put your opposite hand on your knee. Your back foot is tucked under. Touch your heel. Make that happen in your brain. Don't be emotional about it. Breathe. Enjoy. Back up. Down your midline. Big toes down. Fingers by toes. Here we are again. Step up. Go forward. Feet down onto your brain halves. Exhale. Rest your intestines on your legs, spin your thighs in, hold it full, roll up. That's how you do it. Over and over. Inhale. Exhale. Stay forward. Pick up the left. Stand on your right leg, thighs in, pelvic floor, let go of the neck. Just send your leg back, not your butt. Stay over your standing leg. Good. Plank. Spin your thighs in. Peacefully abiding, building a fire. Soften your knees down, gather, exhale. You practice this. Inhale up, rise in. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back, hands back, tuck your toes under, make your down dog. 5 breaths up here. 5. Spin your thighs in. Heels down, empty. 4. 3. Push with your arms. 2.
One, up on both of your feet. Walk forward or bring your left knee in towards your nose and make a lunge. Square lunge. Come up. Arms completely up. Long arms. Whole body. Opposite hand to the front knee. Back heel. Touch. This is tapas of the mind. How are you going to touch your back heel? Shoulders down. Resting. This is a meditation. Every yoga shape is a meditation. Every moment is meditation. Inhale, arms up. All the way up. Down the midline. Fingers by toes. Fingers by toes. Step up. Stay forward. Roll your thighs in. Lower the leg. Intestines on your legs. And up. We're going to move into 6 sun salutations from Utkatasana. Bring your feet together. Roll your thighs and knees together. Bring your hands together. Sit. Sit deep. Sit deep. Use your glutes. Use your glutes. Sit. 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 Inhale up. Open your arms. Yeah. Pick up your right. Step back. Knee down. Bring your arms up. Lengthen. Pelvic floor. Exhale down the midline. Thighs in. Step back to plank. Hold it. Ashtanga Namaskar. Knees, chest, and chin. Elbows in. Push off your feet and come forward and up. Down dog. Move your hands back if you need to. Breathe. Inside heels down. Spin your thighs in. Up, tail up. Free your tail. Right leg steps forward. Knee down. Arms up. Stand on your front foot. Arms up. No pain in your back. Go up, not back. Exhale down that midline. Fingers by toes. Step forward. Feet together. Sit and bend. Sit and bend. Utkatasana. Push your feet down to come up. And open. Again, tapas. Sit. Utkatasana. Sit. 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 Up. And forward. Fingers by toes. Pick up your left. Step back. Knee down. Stand on your front foot. Inhale. Arms up. Go up, not back. Down your midline. Thighs in. And step back. Good. Knees, chest, and chin. Ashtanga Namaskar. Push off your feet. Inhale. Move back. Move back. Down dog. Exhale. 3 breaths. Spin your thighs. Every time you exhale, gather your pelvic forward. Push through your arms. Open your shoulders. Up onto the balls of your feet. Left knee towards your face. Step forward again. Stand on your front foot. Front heel down. Arms up. Go up. Exhale down. Thigh. Fingers by toes. Step up. Go forward. Feet together. Touching. Knees in. Roll your thighs in. Sit. 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 Reach your arms out. 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 Up. Exhale. Sit. 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 Strong legs. Come up. And forward. Pick up the right. Step back. Stay on your front leg. Inhale, reach up. Go up. Stay in your heart. Exhale. And back to plank. Big toes together. Roll your thighs in. Knees and chest and chin. Exhale. Inhale, push forward. Exhale, Go back. Stand on your legs. Inner heel down, roll your thighs in. 1. Be beautiful. Be in the grace of the practice. Like the sunrise this morning. Inhale up on the balls of the feet. Right knee steps forward or walk forward. Lunge. Here we go again. Inhale. Scoop up the world. Say thank you. Down the middle. Stand forward. And together. Everything together. Roll your sides and sit, sit, sit. Root, root, root. Strong glutes all the way up. Stir. Begin again. Sit, 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 sit. Up. Sacred geometry. Forward. Pick up the left. Just send your foot back. Your bottom's forward over your front leg. Go up. Strong. Exhale down the middle. Your toes down. Plank. Study in the middle. Knees and chest and chin. Elbows in. And push yourself forward. Inhale. Move back. Stand on your haunches. Use your methodology. Heels down. Pelvic floor. Inhale. Exhale, pelvic floor. Up on the balls of your feet. Knee towards your chest. Forward. Reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up. Nice and long. Nice and long. Down the middle. Step forward. Use your strong legs. Up. Feet together. Sit, 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 sit. Arms up. Utkatasana. Strong legs. And open. Let's make this our last set on the left. Sit. 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 Go up. Down the middle. Pick up the left. Step back. Stay forward. Send the heart up. Pull spine up. Up, up, up. Exhale down. Back to plank. Big toes together. Midline. Knees and chest and chin. Elbows in. Push forward off your feet. Strong arms. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. 3 strong breaths. Pelvic floor exhale. All the details of the sacred geometry. This is a refinement process. In the fire, inhale up. Left knee, step forward or walk forward into your lunge. Arms up, go up. As you go down, that front foot is really pushing down strong. Down the middle. Fingers by toes. Stand forward. Feet together, thighs together, pelvic floor. Sit, 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 sit. Push down to go up. And open. Process the benefits of your practice. 3 quiet, deep breaths. Open your feet. I'm going to do one sideways, but open your feet. Look down at them, make sure they're not turning out. They should match the edges of the mat. Bend your knees, go down. Stay open and walk yourself out. So that you're opening your armpits, you're opening the sides of the legs, you're opening the inner leg. Look over your shoulders. Breathe into your right lung and into your right shoulder. Breathe into your left lung Reach out your left shoulder. Stand on your feet. Do it again. Right lung. Right shoulder. This is the tapas of consciousness, the mind. Left lung. Empty the left shoulder. One more set. Right lung. Right shoulder. Left lung. Left shoulder. Walk over to your right leg. Use that heat to get up. Hold on to your ankle and your foot. Put your belly on the leg. Move your face on the leg. Love your right leg. Empty out. Drop the left part of your back down towards your right front. Left back towards your right front. Good. Unwind. Go to the other side. Hug your left. Both hands on your leg. Put your belly on your leg and then drop your right back towards your left leg. Go to your head. Back to center. Push down your feet to come up. Good job. Step your feet together. All right, so we're going to use this principle right upper torso to lower leg to right to left. You might put your hands on yourself so you get this, left to right. So this is how the body moves. The upper body moves towards the opposite lower quadrant. This is how we walk. We walk like this. We're going to do this with our balance dancer pose. So the tendency, we're going to use the right leg, is to let this whole right side go back with the leg. So you need to use opposite. This right upper quadrant is going to need to move towards your standing left leg. So try this idea. It's so simple. It's very natural. We want everything to be natural. So go ahead and capture your right foot. So you're standing on your left leg. This is your attention. And your right upper body is going to keep this relationship. As you extend your foot back, this relationship gets more dynamic. Okay, let's put this in front of your chest. So as I'm doing more activity, brain is here, brain is here, brain is here. Right, 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 right shoulder forward, right, soften your left, don't lock your knee. Can't feel anything when you lock your knees. And come up. That's true, all balances. Other side. I'm going to stand on my right. My left upper body quadrant is going to keep this relationship. Equal and opposite. Dual focus. Left, left. Stand on the right. My mind is in my right big toe. Tail is dropping. Right shoulder. Left thigh. Left shoulder, right thigh. Left shoulder, right thigh. Left shoulder, right thigh. Some sides of our bodies may be offline. That circuit for me, because I recently had a broken right foot, so I'm still recouping all those little tendrils. So I need extra time on the side, don't I? Left shoulder, right leg. Left shoulder, right leg. Left shoulder, right leg. If I'm patient, it might even be newer and fresher and clearer as I recover from my injury. Go back to the side that you need to do again. Got it? So there's one leg that's less stable when you stand on it. So I'm going to go back to stand on my sweet little right foot because it needs some extra tension. That's how we want to be in life, I think. All right, here we go. Left shoulder, right standing leg. Get my tail under my brain. My mind is in my right big toe. Spin my thighs in. Left shoulder, right big toe. Left shoulder, right big toe. Gather my belly, free my tail. Peacefully abiding. Yoga is a meditation. Yoga is a meditation. Right. Right. That's a lot for 6:30 in the morning. Good. All right. Go ahead and even the transitions are important. Hands in prayer. Drop your tail into a nice easy squat. Stay with yourself. Stay with yourself. Take your knees. You can drop your bottom down once your back empties out. And bring yourself into Shavasana. And space at my armpits. Space at my groin. And I immediately go into deep rest. Let go of my jaw. I empty out everything. Breathing in love, emptying out anything else. Breathing in emptiness. Breathing out emptiness. Once you settle, give the mind a focus in the navel center. See the fire there that has been carried forward to your present moment from all of your ancestors. They've carried the embers forward. Let yourself sit by the fire with your ancestors as you now tend the embers of the goodness of your lineage. Breathing in. Breathing out. If you lose your focus, just come back to the navel center and tend the fire. Five more breaths.
This Shavasana with the ancestors can be something you can just plop yourself down on the ground, put your legs up on a stool, and be with the ancestors for guidance any moment of your life. It's right there. You can be exceptional. See how that feels. Okay, gather your knees and towards your belly. Slowly, roll slowly, slowly onto one of your sides, whatever feels delicious. Rest. It's important to know when you're rested, resting. Notice if you feel resourced, nourished, not tense. And then come to a comfortable seat. And we're going to be working on the breath of fire this month. So this is called Kapalabhati in yoga. And it looks very different from teacher to teacher. This lineage is from the embodied yoga lineage. It has a tantric orientation, which means tantra means that you're working with the energy matrix of the body. So when you exhale, I just want you to think about this, because sometimes some of us breathe backwards. You breathe through the nose. When you exhale, your belly goes in. And when you inhale, your belly goes out, you relax. So please do that. Move your belly. Let that go. And watch yourself breathe. Notice what happened to your system if you feel the energy rise. Release your jaw. Good. So I would like for you to practice that. Try to practice 10 Kapalabhati breaths every day, unless that makes you feel anxious, because it does send the energy up. It's very good for depression, and it's super good for leaky gut and any kind of digestive issues. So that to work with the Agni, to work with the fire. Nothing extreme. Pay attention to your knees. Pay attention to the more vulnerable parts of yourself. No pushing, no straining, no aggression. That's not what we're doing anymore. We're listening. We're meeting the challenge with grace and the fire of the ancestors. You're continuing your lineage out of abuse in wisdom. Thank you so much for your practice today. Enjoy being with yourselves. Thank you so much. Many blessings.